All right, so the next step I usually do is secure the site with an SSL certificate. So right now, when I go to the site, it says not secure. I think it's easier done right when you create the site. If you do it later, you then have to correct all the problems you've had over the course of adding images and other things that are not secure. So I like to add it right away. So I'll go back to cPanel. We're still on the WordPress installer, so we're going to click the CP, which will bring us back to the cPanel homepage. Then we're going to scroll down to Let's Encrypt. So it says Let's Encrypt right here. Let's Encrypt is a service that allows us to get an SSL certificate for free instead of having to buy one. So we're going to come down here. We already have a couple installed, and that's fine. It says install a new Let's Encrypt certificate. So under the domain blockeditorcourse.com. The first one is a regular Let's Encrypt certificate. The second one is a wildcard. So wildcard is just like a wildcard in a poker game. It can be anything. So if I wanted a wildcard for Block Editor Course, I could have the wildcard for subdomains. So maybe I had myaccount.blockeditorcourse.com, or maybe I had landingpage.blockeditorcourse.com. The wildcard would cover those subdomains. But I'm going to stick with the regular one. I'm going to go ahead and click install. And then that's really it. It says Let's Encrypt certificate added successfully to the installation queue. So we do have to wait a second or more. So that's installed. Next, we're going to go to cPanel Home. And then other things that are in here that we really like is the super cacher. So under the super cacher, you get caching. So they have up here, it can make your site 4 times faster. It can cache at multiple levels. It can optimize things. So right now it's on, just to show you. If it's off, you just switch over the button and it turns it on. Dynamic cache. So it explains what it's here. It's a second layer of performance to optimize your site. You need a plugin on the site to do so. So if you try to turn this on, maybe it adds the plugin, we'll see. So I'll go back here to my WordPress website, go to plugins, and there's the SG optimizer. So SiteGround optimizer is already installed. And on the bottom left, you can see where that is. So for the best performance of your WordPress site, leave this on, and we'll go through the caching here. Usually everything they recommend is great right out of the gate. They've made it so 99.9% of the users can use this. So leave that all on. If you have a shopping cart or donations plugin or a form that takes money, I would exclude it here. So exclude the URL. So say I had blockeditorcourse.com/donate. So it's either a PayPal button or a form. I would put in the donate here, and I would exclude that page. So you can see it right there from the caching. So the rest of the site will cache, and this one won't. And then there's other settings here, how you can set up the environment. The reason I like SiteGround is they're already running PHP 7.1. If you're running PHP 5.1, 2, 5.6, etc., you really do need to upgrade. There's a huge performance bonus, and the security is a lot better. So they're already running this, so you don't need to worry about it. You can go to the bleeding edge 7.3 by clicking here and clicking switch. Now keep in mind that some older plugins do not work with this stuff, so you do want to test it beforehand. Next, front-end optimizations. You can minify. That means take all the spaces out of your code and make it really small so it can load faster. I do typically turn these on, but after I develop the site, then I turn all this stuff on so I can make things go faster. And then lastly, image optimization. You can optimize images in your library, which is incredible. There are services that do this. There's plugins, EWWW, Optimizely, etc., that do this kind of thing for money. So I think it's great that they do this. So that's the SiteGround plugin. All right, so now that we're cached, we have an SSL, and we're ready to check if it's actually working. So right now it says not secure. I'm simply going to come up here, type HTTPS, too many T's, click enter, and it is secure now. So you can see that little lock. If I go to the front of the site as well. So it shows the little lock there, and it says connection is secure. So this is in Chrome. It used to show as green, now it shows as gray. Firefox is slightly different. Internet Explorer, Safari, Edge, they all show this a little differently. But the lock here now shows that this site is secure. When you switch between HTTP and HTTPS, it kicks you out, so you need to re-log in. So that was my password manager, otherwise I wouldn't be able to remember what I'm doing. All right, so now we're re-logged in, and you can see here HTTPS. So one thing I want to point out is if we go to the settings, when we initially set up WordPress, we said we want it as HTTP. The reason I did that is I just wanted to show this change here, because some people have sites already created and they want to go back. So here it is here under the WordPress address. It says HTTP. I'm going to add an S, and under the site URL, I'm going to add an S. So I'll come down here and hit save. It throws me out one more time because of the change. I'll log back in. Now you see here the address, URL address HTTPS, and the site address. So now it is completely secure. Thanks again for watching this video. Just remember, just below me in the description, you can click the little arrow to expand it. You'll see links to the other tutorials in this series. So if you don't need one, you can skip ahead or you can go back. Additionally, go ahead and give it a thumbs up if any of this is helpful, and let us know in the comments if you need help along the way. Thanks again for watching. Right below me is also a square. If you hover over that, you can easily subscribe to this video. Right next to it's a circle, which will bring you to our website so you don't have to type anything. And then over here on the right is the next tutorial in the playlist, as well as the most recent upload. Thank you so much for watching.